There was a flurry of lawsuits over the years because the DOL guidance on interns was so rigid. In 2010, the DOL set forth some guidelines, 6 factors that an employer had to meet in order for an intern to be considered actually not an employee. And those 6 factors are really, really harsh. One of them was that the employer could not get any immediate advantage from the intern's work, which is almost an impossible factor to meet, because you want them to be productive, and if they were productive, the DOL considered them to be employees and therefore had to be paid. Flurry of lawsuits, all of them class actions or collective actions. And in 2015, the Second Circuit came out with Glatt versus Fox Searchlight Pictures, and in that case, the Second Circuit said, we're rejecting the DOL guidance. It's too rigid. It doesn't make any sense. We're going to put our own 7-factor test. None of these are dispositive. You have to look at it holistically, totality of the circumstances, and the factors that they set forth were actually very common sense, practical factors. No expectation of compensation. Training similar to an educational environment, meaning that they do get some kind of training. It's not just picking up coffee or doing that kind of thing. The internship should be tied to formal educational program for receipt of credit. The timing should correspond to some degree with the academic calendar, meaning that if the person already graduated and you're treating the person as an intern, that doesn't make a lot of sense. The duration should be limited to beneficial learning. So again, if you have an internship for 5 years, that doesn't make a lot of sense. No displacement of paid employees, and no entitlement to the paid job after the internship. So this case was fantastic, and the Second Circuit last year reaffirmed this and said, again, we're rejecting the DOL guidelines. We're going to put our own guidelines into effect. And in this case, the Wang case, they said the interns were not employees.